to give it?
Yes, yes. I think maybe close.
So I did the Facebook page, and then in 2020, I attended 3 courses. So I just put them first business model generation, then I put them straight after each other. For example, business model generation, business process engineering, and also hiring the best people. So it was like one context states like includes 3 of them. So I splashed them, and also I describe what is business model generation, and what is business process engineering, and what is about hiring and keeping the best. So I explain the...
Those things is very important because if it's business model generation, business process re-engineering, hiring and keeping the best, like if you explain what you experience a little more detail, this is very helpful for the hiring manager or foreigners, what you really experienced. Like whatever you write it down the CV, like readers might want to feel like something I can imagine. I can imagine the situations, also the topics, what you really experience. That's why, like, if this one is a little bit of general word, yes, I would like you to write it down what it is. That's very helpful.
So I skipped some of the special trainings. I want to show that I have a special training on English and the business administration. I wanted to show it. So about the work experience, it must to start from
okay, wait a minute. So probably all of you are definitely younger, and this is a very good idea. Special training is like whatever you attend, like a class or even like even one-time base. This technique, you are able to write it down here. Sure, something completely unrelated, like you might want to omit, or if you already have something more appealing than this, sure, you can omit, you can drop it. But if you feel I don't have much to appeal others, like I don't have much prize, or I don't have much like challenge some like a competition or something, you know, this is a way. This is a way you can make your CV longer. And sure, these things maybe 1 time, 2 times face, but if it looks like something appeal or maybe related to the your job field, such as like she writes like some English course, it means like I don't know if this is only 1 time or 2 time or 1 month, but at least the hiring manager, I'm able to feel you have some motivations to learn English more than others, or more than just taking the courses in college. She have some motivations to take a class or join some activities or something outside, you know. That was enough. That was enough. That's why these things, it's very good technique that you can appeal more things about you. Even though you didn't accomplish anything, it's for you just join snapping some classes, that you can be more a person who has a lot more experience. So look at this. If I break it down, English course and some like a bookkeeping, administration, like a business course.
Those are business courses.
Yes, those things. So hiring manager feel, special training, like some her motivation wants to improve. She wants to improve English more and some business skills more. Those two, I can feel your effort. You know, even though it's not prize, you know, it's not competitions or something, but I feel your motivation, which is very good. It's No, go ahead. Yes.
So there, I put hyperlink with the company, but and I was in this section I explain what I done in one sentence, right? And I worked as FTCO for 6 months, and I put here 6 months, and here if you see I write it before. Then Mr. Shakasti suggested this is a short time, so you should meet or clean this.
Yes. Do you understand this one? This technique is the same as before. You know, if the length you want to appeal, you can write it down. But if this seems to be little short time, you know, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Just you imagine. You imagine how long. You know. Yes. Go ahead.
So I write my key roles and responsibilities in the company. Then what was the key achievements
Yes.
in the company?
Yeah. Now I want to answer in that here. That's in say this very unique way to write it down her CV. And normally, key role. In this case, key role means like what's your duty. This part I have seen, but this part together, I don't see it much with others. But if you are able to appeal, sure you can write it down. Sure, some places like if you don't contribute much, but you can find out what you did, and you can write too. Because this one is free writing. Free writing, unless you lie, you know, unless you lie, anything that you believe is truth, it's still write it down that way. And that's a very unique way. But normally this one was enough. Yes, but
So there were the key achievements I made. So there was a sentences which is not easy to understand, and so I changed the sentences. So you should write. You should read and could you understand those sentences? I told Mr. Takeshi, you are not in county, so I told every county people will understand what I'm trying to say. So it's just, you know. And then she understands. She said she.
Yeah, I understand.
you have a question?
No,
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 she-
I understand what she wrote.
I asked them, do you understand what I'm trying to say? I asked them, and Nihtia answered me, well, I understand what I'm saying. So I changed the sentences. We need to be careful what we have written. And I think we should ask somebody who's not in finance or somebody who's not in economics, and could you understand it properly? Could you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's not understandable. We need to change the sentences because the hiring manager will not get the idea. So
Yes, that's a key point in success. So often if it's a large company, HR or even recruiters, United States there are many recruiters, and they don't understand the really technical sentences, because large companies HR needs to taking care of hiring like so many different people, you know. So then if somebody who write it down just so many technical terms and show off, you know, and then hiring manager feel, oh, you are just in your world, you know. But if you write it down like everything easy way for almost anyone who can understand, it means, oh, you have ability to explain such a technical sense to the normal people. That's what is needed for the work situations. So that this kind of a very kind of kind sentence, it means like that all readers can understand, not just a question, you know. That would be super helpful. It's not
So you say it's you see that there is a mass food and you can see there the food company and the last company I work with is YMC. So hiring manager have a question what kind of company. So I need to explain it. This company was consulting and training and publishing company. Consulting and training and publishing company. So the hiring manager will more information.
At the beginning, probably like as a hiring manager reading here, they might understand probably better. Before, they test to read, if they can imagine sooner, then easier to read the rest of the sentence. So that's why I asked her, this one, analyst, but I want to have something a little bit more detailed. So then she explained that's a consulting company, and this is like involving some kind of publishing. That's why I write it down this way. Then when it goes to here, because emphasis write it down, key role and responsible is actually many more than others. Normal people probably just a 2 or 3, 2 or 3 and then finish. That's the normal. But somehow exec has, it's very good. It's very good that a lot of things more talking about. So that it's good to have a like kind of subtitle. But
So I also add more information to become more understandable. For example, gather and analyze the information for whom I put client, and then also lecture about what, and also translate it to book the what. I need to explain what kind of book. So there was a financial financiers books. And also in the key achievements section, I translated finance chapter of the book, and Mr. Takashi asked me to explain what kind of book, and so I put the name of the book I translated. The book name is Key Performance Indicator, and the measures every managers need to know. It was a Financial Times series.
So then, this is what kind of books she translated. So it's more realistic.
So I just put a lecture about finance, and Mr. Takashi suggested me to you should write lecture about financial planning and auditing, and you should put the subject you lectured about. So I put financial planning for managers, non-financial managers. So I didn't put any information about this company because hiring manager can understand, oh, this is a company who sells electronics. It's very understandable.
Yes, it's electronics is the one that are able to understand the hiring manager, some visions come up. So that's why, yes, now go ahead.
So I played a big role, and it's Mr. Takashi told me it's just a little bit awkward, and he suggested me to change it. So I suggested and played a big part and large part.
So that's what I said.
You say
played in a big part.
Yeah, you say playing in a big role is a little bit awkward. And not understandable and not common. And then I changed it. Played in a big part.
For a large part. I think that's a large part.
Which one is better?
I think large part is better. Yes. Big is the English big and large. Big is a little bit more like spoken English, which is like somebody says, "Oh, you're big," means it's like a little fat. So the large means it occupies more. So probably I probably mentioned this from second. That's why probably I said this. Go ahead. Well, play is a little bit awkward. So, can you go back? Taking the large part. Responsibility. Not play. I think not play. Because then I think it was almost after the class, so my brain didn't work much. Not play. Responsible a large part, or taking a responsibility in a large part, or whatever. What else is a better word? Taking apart. But this one is appealing like I'm having a significant role. Significant is a little bit too formal. Significant, we use the statistics a lot. I think significant part better. I think then it gets even more formal. Like
take a significant role.
Or speaking. Take a responsibility in a significant part. I think this is very long. Okay. So anyway, I think better not be played.
In the section, Mr. Takashi asked if we put the subject of the research. Okay.
Obtain the third place in the financial department research conference, win second place in accounting department research conference. And that's a topic.
This is the topic. So I write it.
Yes. The reasons is when I look at just this, it means still I want to know what kind of activities you did, or what the kind of presentations you did, or what kind of any kind of scriptures that you made it. I want to know a little bit more detail. That's why I want to write it down. But this one goes to here or here?
Both of them.
Both.
I made one research and
Yeah.
then attended to two different conferences. I think.
Oh really?
By one.
Or you use one title, one topic, and attended both too. Oh, I see. Wow, that's a little weird. Well, so then, even so, I was feeling that probably readers feel this one,
Yes.
and then what's this one? Yeah, that's a little hard one. Well, if I were you, I may have a little bit better answers if I have more time. I think you can write both, one here and one here, and then it's getting clear. Otherwise, if it's just only here, I feel so. What did she present first one? Yes. So then, what makes the effect is Enkse is a very honest person, you know. She had one piece, but applied a 2 place and got a prize, you know. That's completely okay. Yes.
About skills, I thought the most important skills that I need to have and I'm gonna delete it, obtain those information. So when I made my CV after graduating my university, I write it down because I didn't have working experience, so I need to write longer CV. So I write my personal characters and core skills and my long-term goals, and I want to show the hiring manager I'm very
You want to attract yourself.
yeah,
Yes. So this one, if you want to appeal this kind of things, it's good to have a recommendation by somebody. If you write it down yourself, it sounds like a little awkward. So that that's the reason why, I tell you whole technique to write a longer, like what you experienced before, rather than going like this kind of way. Sure, some people very good, honest, but if you mentions yourself, it looks like a little awkward. Yes, like if other says, oh, that's good, and
there is also my long-term goal, and Mr. Takashi is for the
together with this.
It's almost my long-time career plan. So hiring manager shouldn't know about my career plan. It's much better. So I deleted those. Omitted those sections from my CV.
Yes, that's good. The reason it's a long-term goal is if I know too much about your long plan, it might influence my plan. My plan means if hiring manager or I'm gonna be a boss later, so that I needed to interview you, and then if you write it down so much what you want, and then I feel, I don't have much freedom for her to assign things little later, If she says I want to go back early, and then she cannot stay longer, and then it's influence. If comparing somebody A says I want to go back, and then another person who says not saying means still I may be able to let her work a little longer if it's happened, So then it's gonna be a minus point that dropped. So that you don't want to take this is a key point. You don't want to take a risk in your CV. You don't have to give some information specific because it means before even I hire you, but you already start pushing me or what you want. That's not good. But sure, after you enter and then start stating your preference, that's fine. But not from here. Yeah.
There was also.
Why I want to become a globally recognized finance?
Не вижу, кто сильно автошкодите
Places to run emerging market at the second. I want to make my mother proud of her little girl, and at last I want to develop my country by helping national companies to launch their business in international market with my extremely useful financial advice. Yes, so those things, go ahead.
I have a question. After I graduate university, I want to work in Mongolia for about 1 or 2 years. And after that, I want to study for master degree, maybe in foreign countries. So is it good to write long-term goal like this for work or
school? Yes, that's a good example. School. This kind of a statement is more like a statement of purpose. I think you remember when you show the job description of the United Nations, it's a statement of purpose.
Yeah.
So this one could be your statement of purpose for your school, because school do not care much about your long-term planning. Just like you want to be a student, and you are at least good students before, and you are capable to graduate. So long-term goal, like schools don't care, but companies, which I want to let you work, they care your long-term goal. So that better not to share long-term goal at the beginning, because it may be different from companies' long-term goal. Or companies like they already have some imagination that yeah, I think she's good, and sure, I don't know much about her a lot because just on the interview, but probably after 1 year she does this, maybe this person retired, so I want to assign her to do this, and then that, you know. They have their own plan. But if you tell your own plan, that she already says this, you know, I cannot let you satisfy. And then somebody with a complete plan, somebody with, you know, like not appealing your own plan, and then I might take her easier because I can assign anything to her a lot easier than her. That's why you don't want to write this into the CV. But you can write it down as a statement of purpose when you apply to the master's or PhD or even foreign school. That's completely okay. Yes.
In modeling companies, they don't like
Mr.
they
Kashi.
don't like those the master degree in foreign
Okay, good.
internationally because they have to hire a new person and they
Can you make it the beginning?
train him, and they think